Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying what you are hearing. Now, on to today's story. What do I do with my thoughts? Need support. It's been a few weeks since I found out about my partner's infidelity. I've tried to be mature in my handling of the situation. Some believe that what she's done isn't as bad as other forms of infidelity, and it's true that I'm not quite as outraged by the act as I am by the implications of how it went down. I have removed myself from the situation. Talked with a lawyer just in case, and got myself in therapy. I've had very little contact with my WS. If I'm being honest. It's partly because I know I'm weak when it comes to her emotional distress, which makes me feel pathetic. But the other part is that I want to be able to control myself emotionally. I know I love her. I am also pretty sure what she did was not done maliciously. The big thing is the shattered trust and the unmistakable fact that she can see her actions distressing me, and be able to do the mental gymnastics to justify it and keep doing it. I am now aware that she is capable of great deception, so I know it will be hard to trust anything she says for the rest of our lives. Back home I'm cool. I spend my days doing anything and everything but thinking about her and the situation. Outside of therapy and talking to my friend who I have monitoring communications and watching my home, I try not to even talk about it. I'm cool when I'm focused on something else, anything else. I feel normal. I can almost feel happy and normal. I've got a lot of drama around me back at the family home, and I find myself enthralled in it because the answers for other people's problems seem to be so much easier to see than my own. Everyone and their mama on Reddit is like, throw that shit in the fire. Divorce. North Carolina with everyone involved. Your life is already over, get started on moving to something new. You're an idiot if you even think about forgiving this woman. And maybe I would be. I don't know. If she was just out there ducking another guy, or whatnot, this would be a simple thing. But this is a gray area. The problem is my thoughts. The influence of all the worst case scenarios, made worse by the overwhelming voices that want them to be true. What exactly am I to do in those dark moments? Say I divorce my wife, move on. What do I do with these thoughts with the next woman, or the next? I don't think they will go away. Once you realize what someone is capable of, you also realize what anyone is capable of. That people may just be only as loyal as their options, and that's a terrifying thought. What do I do in the moments where it's just me and my thoughts, and they're playing a picture show of my greatest fears? What I do with the guilt. The thought that maybe I missed something. Maybe I wasn't who I thought I was. Maybe I wasn't as supportive or attentive. What do I do with the idea that I spent years ignoring a woman who was made to feel unattractive by all the women around her, while I dismissed her self-esteem issues cause she had me? And I was such prize. That my opinion should have mattered while everyone else was making her feel fat and disgusting. Maybe I just wasn't enough validation for her. Then what do I do with the other thoughts? The ones that think she's vile and deceptive. Selfish and full of herself. That despite what she was going through mentally she need not be online showing herself to people, because that's a stupid way to prove to yourself that people find you attractive. What do I do with that part of me that thinks she is slow? That she's stupid for buying into all that rhetoric and female sexual empowerment bullshit at the cost of a good relationship, a good and supportive man? What do I do with the part of me who is furious at the normalization of things like camming and shit? How it seems like sex is no longer intimate, it's all about instant gratification and validation like everything else. Nothing is sacred, not even in a marriage. It can all be bought and sold based on how you feel. What do I do with the part of me that wants to scream, duck your feelings? What about me? What if I always thought that way and we got to this point because that's how I always was, and was too all up in my own ass to see it? How do I think about something else in the darkness? Anything else? I will update fully when I get most of this mess settled. Amy needs support, she needs her parents. She needs not to be alone in our big empty house surrounded by all she stands to lose. Clarissa wouldn't dare. I'm just going to put that out there. My patience only goes so far and everyone knows it. She has and will continue to stay in the guest room like a good little girl, or she is gonna see what it's like when the end of my patience is reached. I have spoken to my wife and have made certain promises and concessions to get her in therapy. I have had to be more accommodating to her needs and feelings than I would like, but I'm unfortunately who I am, and am now in full fix this shit mode. I'm making demands and telling people what to do. Her parents, Mimi, Clarissa, her. I am entertaining no resistance or arguments. You will all do as I ducking say, or I'm going to burn the shit to the ground. But my hand is forced and everyone's going to see what that looks like. Being yourself may be hard, but it's better for you in the long run. Dating_advice. So, this may sound a little off, but you need to be yourself while dating. I feel like a lot of relationships don't last because the people that we're dating are not the people we end up in a relationship with. Like on dates, you're presenting this polished version of yourself. This theoretical you that you think the other person would find appealing. You clean up well. You stop smoking. You don't curse. You're not all about your hobby or lifestyle. When they come over, you cook. You buy new clothes and take them out to fancy restaurants. You keep your best friends who are obnoxious away from them, and you're far more polite, behaved, and respectful than you ever are in your life. Women may get all dressed and made up. They're engaging and interesting. They may be adventurous and inviting. They hide all their faults. They act in a way that they're told to impress and entice. They act like you are the most important thing in their world. There is chemistry. There is attraction, and the two fall in love. Once you make it official, you are boyfriend and girlfriend, you stop presenting the polished version of yourself. Keeping up appearances or being that person is exhausting, so you stop. You don't do it suddenly, you're not so secure in your place and relationship for a while, but you do stop. The person you truly are, your I values and priorities come out. Habits and mannerisms that you knew from the beginning were not likely to come to the forefront. You didn't smoke while you dated, or drink a lot. But not that you are secure you do. You always did your hair up or get made up. You always dressed cute and showed off for him while you were dating. Now you don't feel you have to. The truth is, the person you were dating and the person you ended up with are not the same person. It's like false advertisement, and I feel like we are all counting on what we do of being enough to overcome the disconnect between what they thought they were getting and what we actually are. We even gaslight each other about it so that we do not have to keep up that effort. Understand a person fell in love with you for a reason. Something most people don't understand is that a healthy relationship requires you to do the things that you did to get that person to keep that person. You got to maintain. If you set the bar so high and then never maintain that, the person you are with will always think romantically and forlornly about the beginning of the relationship. I think that's one of the things that breeds cheaters and infidelity, how new acts versus what they have. New is not better per se, they're just not relaxed and secure enough to stop the false advertising yet, and people get caught up in it. I think this is why you always hear people complain that their partner changed. Or the relationship isn't like it used to be. It's because it's not, and they have. But not in the way you think. The person they presented wasn't the genuine article. We're all taught to and expect each other to do this dance. To go out and pretend to be something we're not, and then we always want to go Pikachu face, when the other person starts relaxing and being themselves, and that's not the person or situation we were expecting to get. It's harder to just be yourself. Because everyone is looking to be sold on the better version. They know it's not real, but they don't seem to care. We expect it. I think maybe in the back of some folks' minds they believe they can handle the change. Like they know this is this person on their best behavior and they're trying to judge the drop-off. So if we ever encounter a genuine person who is just themselves, we rank them way lower cause we can't imagine there won't be a drop-off, and we think so highly of ourselves like we can handle it. But we don't know what of those qualities is actually core to the person, or part of the advertisement. I believe you will get less opportunities being yourself, not playing the game. But the opportunities you do have, the people who you do date and are with you will be better. They will not have unrealistic expectations of you, and you will not deal with them feeling like you were better at the beginning, or that you've up and changed on them. You will be able to maintain the kind of behavior and companionship they expect, and from there you can only improve. You can only do more. You're not going to relax and do less than you normally do. I don't know if I've explained it well enough, but I hope people get my meaning. It's harder, but be yourself. You will have a truer, longer-lasting relationship, with less disappointment, and your soul will love you for who you are, and not who that thought you were. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Have an awesome day or night, wherever you are.